Oh, hi. This is Abby Manis, week 15, I think. And I really, really like this book. I'm really happy because I just couldn't concentrate on the last three books. I think it's just because they were, you know, um, kind of their respective fields. I just couldn't concentrate on. But this is kind of analyzing the why of people and why certain social trends are the way they are, being explained through philosophy, which I can totally jive with. So I think Carrie Jenkins has done a fantastic job thus far. Um, and I see a lot of the other books that we've read in this, not like referenced obviously, but I see how they kind of fit in. So Jenkins essentially is defining love as a dual phase system of an ancient biological mechanism filtered, or I guess transmitted through whatever current social constructs constitute romantic bonding and romantic mating. So I think that's really interesting. And let's see. So she goes about it a really interesting way where every person that she brings up that has been a major voice in this, she doesn't immediately dismiss what they have to say. And I think there's a lot of weight in that. Everyone that she brings to the table in terms of this argument, even if she disagrees with them, she lists something positive that they've contributed, like Russell or like Nietzsche, which Nietzsche, um, his argument for women is basically all women do is eat hot chip and lie. Like that's essentially what. Nietzsche, are you okay? Obviously, you're not okay. But yeah, like she has everyone contribute in some way to the argument, even if they then go on to be, sexist or racist or whatever. And I think that shows that she's very objective. Though, of course, as she very rightly says, we cannot be, let's see, there's simply no way for us to be inquirers without also being humans. And I think that is really important to bring up because something such as love is, I mean, it's very personal. And unless you admit that you have some sort of a bias towards it, you cannot grow. And, under going about something with the assumption that you're going to be free of bias is only a way for you to be ignorant of your own bias and then conduct your research, accordingly. So I thought that was really smart for her to do. One thing that, I really loved amatonormativity. Amatonormativity says that romantic love is the normal or ideal condition for a human life. So lives that don't include it are imperfect or abnormal. I think that was really interesting. And there's so much that I want to talk about with this, but let's see. One thing that I found was interesting was whenever she's making the argument about the female, like the hominids, who she's arguing if the women having their hands full with babies was such a big issue that why did they evolve to bipedalism as well? Why wasn't there a male only bipedalism? And the only reason why I kind of wish she wouldn't have made that argument is that we see that in Prum's book with the club-winged mannequin females, they evolved the club wing as well, even though males were the only ones that utilized the club wings for the mating rituals, which is really one of the only ways that I'm pretty sure only males exhibited it, but females, since they chose that, they also evolved with that, even though they don't use the wings for that specific purpose. So I see where she's coming from, but I think of the club winged mannequin, guys. But there's so much more I want to say, but I want to hear what other people think about it, and if I'm the only loser that like really, really loved this. And I'm really curious about her husband and her boyfriend.